Okay, I think we're live. Hello and welcome to the Arcane Forge. My name's Jess, and across from me is my lovely wife Yvonne, who will be reading out your comments and questions. Today, I want your help in creating some sort of horrific monster that we can homebrew together, and I will make stats for it and put it up on Instagram and things like that, so that you can use it in your D&D games. So something totally original and weird, made from parts that are your suggestions and using a creature type that you guys kind of suggest. Lovely to see you all here. I know that we've got Nancy, the last biscuitcorn, we've got Ollie, we've got Steve Harrison, we've got Yorick, we've got Gunnar, and many more waiting in the wings. But while you guys think of some suggestions for ideas for creatures, or like different body parts or different like powers and abilities that this creature might have, maybe what kind of niche it would fill in a campaign, why you might want to use it, so that we can put it in our little list of things here, I am going to just thank all of my patrons over on Patreon by reading their names out. For their support this month, which is very, very kind of them, helping the channel to exist, and getting various rewards as a result of which this shout out is one.
Can I just interrupt before you do that? All it's a bit quiet.
Okay, sorry.
If other people can let us know if it's quiet,
yeah,
just check your settings.
Stick the microphone a bit closer, see if that works.
Dr. Bukowski's joined us, Styrax joined us.
Nice to see you guys. So hopefully you can hear me now.
Nancy says it's okay at her end.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anywho, okay. I will try and enunciate a little bit more, but thank you for letting me know. So this month we have Yorick Beast, Duck Quack, Anna Denberg, Nicholas G. Silver, Benjamin Colburn, Within Nemasek, I think it is, Smiling Sadist, Styrax, Novaria, Miles, Sam Hickson, Braxton Hudson, Andrew, George P., Steve Harrison, Ryan von Aegir, Jarp, Ruijmans, it's very difficult to pronounce, Jarp anyway, Amanda and Jake Westfall, Mara, Rory Gladstone, Rose Celavy, Doombot9, Denny Scalf, Yuda Jorge, Bronwyn Hauler, Kaidosaurus, Dean Root, Inquisitor Thomas, Bootsy, and Megan Myrek. So thank you all very, very much for your support and your help. It's very, very kind of you, and I really appreciate it. In that time, have we had any suggestions for like various parts of creature?
York is suggesting what about an all elemental Hydra.
Sounds very cool. Sound of that.
Reed has joined us, and then Nancy's saying in reply to York, like with different heads for different elemental effects. So that's quite cool.
Awesome. I tell you what, I'll split that up into different bits. I'll keep elemental there, and I'll put Hydra somewhere else.
He says he'll be popping in and out of the chat and drawing up ideas for some possible D&D antagonists and
Excellent. That is actually something that I'm really... That's okay. I really need help because I am starting a new D&D campaign, or rather have kind of technically started. I'm doing a mage school style campaign, and our first official session starts tomorrow. We have rolled up our characters. We've done our session 0, but perhaps what terrible creature we come up with tonight might be something that I get to throw at my players. So it needs to be as terrifying and horrible as possible, because they've all, except for Yvonne, chosen really cute, like, it's Short King Spring is our kind of joke. Everyone's like, no one's above 4 feet tall except for Yvonne's character, who is a, like... 6'8".
Specifically the height of the Taskmaster.
Of course. Yeah, 6'8", absolute giant of a woman. So maybe something that would fit in well in a kind of like magical adventure, not necessarily something that's going to be like in a magic school, but something that's out in the world that like wizards might want to deal with, or might have to deal with rather.
Can I just preface that with that we're level like 0, like we're level 1 civilian or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm using
Go easy.
I'm using the rules from Van Richten's guide to make them survivors to start off with, so that they can kind of get a feel for their characters, and then at level 3 they get to pick a class. So they start off at level like -3, so they're not even a class yet.
Okay, we've got some suggestions.
Oh yeah, what have we got?
Leo says demon arms.
Oh, demon arms. Okay, give me 1 second because I think the touch was on my thing for some reason. There we go. Demon arms.
Reed says maybe something with a viral transformation, werewolf style.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Oh, viral is what I'm looking for.
Anna Denberg says hello.
Transform. There we go. Hi Anna, nice to see you. I just gave you a shout out on for your lovely Patreon support, so thank you very much for being here.
Gunnar has 2 suggestions. Is it has to have a crab shell. Make it love craft style.
Shell.
I guess that's
Okay.
2 separate ones.
Yeah, let's go for it. Love craft. Excellent.
Reed says sessile, meaning immobile and rooted down like a Venus.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know if that's how you spell sessile, but that's what we know that means sessile.
Eagle talons with nail varnish.
Okay, I'll go for eagle talons, and I'll put nail varnish down separately. Love it.
York says different coloured species of umber hulk. Umber hulk.
Yeah, I mean we've already. I mean I like it. I'll put different colours down, but like we've already got an umber hulk, so like.
Okay.
I'd happily describe that in different colours anyway.
Cool.
So,
Dr. Popinski says carries a sack of frog spawn type eggs attached / fused to its back. I like that.
Oh my god. Hold on, let's say back of eggs. Horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kit says work meetings ran over, but now I'm here. How can I help make things terrible? Feel free to wing in with
Yes, please. Come up with some suggestions of either monster powers, monster features, monster body parts, or something like that. The most terrifying as possible, and then maybe just give you a heads up that this might be something that you face in the Mage School campaign. So.
Yes, Val seconds the idea of a plant because there's not enough plants in 5e.
Very, very good call.
Anna says third eye.
Ooh,
I like
nice.
that a lot. Nancy says made of glass.
Ooh.
Which is a really cool idea for a monster.
I like
I'd
that.
to see how you do that.
Yeah.
Plans on that. Reese says insectoid.
Ooh, nice.
Kit says teeth everywhere, teeth for eyes, all the teeth but baby teeth.
Oh, God. Okay, hang on.
Baby little Jack White teeth.
Oh.
The dress, York says 3 whip like tails, which is a cool one.
Ooh.
Where are you with your film members?
Like tails. We need 3 more parts or features, and then maybe a creature type as well, to kind of like solidify things.
Okay.
Unless it comes naturally to us.
I'll just read out the few more things we've got. So have you got the 3 whip like tails?
I do, yep.
Okay, external organs.
Ooh, okay.
Hates itself, multiple heads at war with each other. Recruits and
Oh no,
people
whoa. External organs. Okay, external organs. What was the next thing?
So it hates itself, the multiple heads are at war with each other. Which you could add that as a detail to the.
Yeah, if we get the Hydra heads
The
thing.
little asterisk.
Yeah.
Hydra that hates itself.
Yeah.
And it recruits adventurers to help it.
Lovely.
Extra limbs or heads partly fused to regular ones as direct.
Okay, limbs. Okay.
Projectile spikes as cogswater.
Okay, that'll be our final one.
Okay.
Projectile spikes. Right, okay, so I think we've got a lot of things here. Creature type wise, I think, unless people are suggesting anything, I'm leaning towards monstrosity.
York says monstrosity.
Okay, right, sweet.
Steve has a good point, Mom.
Yeah.
Mage skill.
Yeah.
It needs to be able to eat magic or be attracted to magic. That's why it's there, and that's why the nukers are the only ones who stand a chance against it. Maybe.
Okay.
That's a good way of dealing with the fact that we're like puny little.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why you survive. Okay, right. Okay, so let's go for. Do you have a D20 handy, or can you roll?
I'll get one up on the screen.
Okay.
First one is 14.
14, which is made of glass.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
yeah. You can look at green.
It's okay.
14.
Of glass. Okay. Okay. Give me another one.
That is a 9.
A 9 is nail varnish.
Oh, I think these are all Nancy's suggestions.
Uh-huh.
Right. Do you want another one?
Yeah, give me another one for sure.
That's a 6.
That is Lovecraftian. Right, I need one thing to kind of base this thing off of now, so give me another D20.
There's an 8.
Is Eagle Talons. Okay.
Oh, they are all Nancy's.
Okay.
Very much.
Talons. Okay.
Dr. Bukowski says, sees magic the way the predator sees body heat.
Ooh, yes. I like the sound of that.
Start small and grows as you attack it, says Nancy.
Nice. Okay, I like the sound of this thing. I like...
Oh, sorry.
Yep, carry on.
Cyrus says the monster, or at least one of its heads, could have come to the mage school for a cure. Yeah, I think that's great. I like that.
That's pretty damn cool.
Kit says it's a magic chameleon that adjusts to the spell skills around it to hide.
Ooh, I like the sound of that actually.
Steve says brilliant. A Lovecraftian horror that's made of glass and has nail varnish on. Good luck.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting mix. I'll see what of those I can kind of fit together. I will do my best. You guys always want transparent monsters, by the way. I just want to let you know. I don't know why you want me to draw organs so badly, but I will. I'm very happy to.
Or are you thinking it's like glass on the outside with internal organs on you?
Yeah, I thought like the internal organs are totally there.
This is sorry, so sorry.
Yes.
I do like this suggestion from Dr. Bukowski.
Yeah.
Maybe something happens if you see your reflection in its glass skin.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, so Lovecraftian eagly thing made out of glass with nail varnish. You know what? I actually think, weirdly enough, that is coming together in my head slightly. So yeah, I need you guys to be thinking of. Yeah, things like that. How exactly does this creature operate? What exactly does it want? Why is it in a mage school? Or why does it, maybe not in a mage school, but like, yeah.
So we've got that it's attracted to magic.
Yeah.
So is it feeding off the magic? Is it...
Yeah, that's a good point.
What is that? I like the idea of it being a chameleon, so it's using the different, reflecting these sort of different elements.
Definitely. I want to put some chameleon eyes on this thing because I think that's going to be really interesting to draw. Hopefully it doesn't make it too derpy.
It's got a mage inside that you see through its skin.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
Kit says the monster's a shiny reflective horse riding a bicycle.
No. But I like the effort.
Dr. Bukowski's idea of some bad happening if you see it.
Yes, I like the idea of that. I like that a lot. So maybe Chameleon Eyes are going to make this thing look a little bit too weird. Let's see. It's a lot to work with. It is a lot to work with.
Reed says that varnish is created by feeding on magic. The pigment depends on the magic of the environment.
Ooh, I like that.
Steve says, well, don't forget TikTok men are part of the Lovecraftian mythos. It's not all tentacled gribbly wibblies. A glass automaton or similar would be very on theme.
I've never heard of the TikTok men. I really thought
some sort of robot.
Must be. Right. Okay. I'm gonna go.
So maybe like quite a simple shape, so you get the glass effect and the person inside.
Yes.
Like maybe like, I don't know what you're drawing because the video's about a minute behind the done. As if big, like a hippo or something.
I was going for like massive prehistoric bird, but with tentacles instead of a beak.
Oh, you do need talons, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of that scene in The League of Gentlemen where they're all inside an elephant.
I don't remember that at all.
The people that Papa Lazar.
Oh, cool. Are they in an elephant?
Yeah,
oh my
they're all
god.
inside an elephant.
Wow, that's weird.
So the TikTok men are only in a few stories, and I don't think HPL wrote them. They came along afterwards.
Interesting.
I didn't realise the Lovecraftian stuff was continued on by others.
Yeah, it's kind of open license basically. Like even to this day, even though films have been made and stuff like that, there's no like I could read all of the Cthulhu books and get paid like on the channel. I could do that on the channel, and I couldn't.
You were talking about doing that.
Yeah, I couldn't be copyright claimed because there is no copyright on Lovecraft.
It's just been dead long enough. Is that?
He never got it patented. It was never. It's never been. As far as I'm aware, at least.
Yes, Laval says tentacle beak bird is so good, like a snallygaster. Is that?
I don't know what a snallygaster is.
No.
It sounds like a Harry Potter thing.
It does actually. It's got that.
It's cool.
Oh, American folklore. Snallygaster is a reptile bird chimera originating in superstitions of early German immigrants, later combined with newspaper reports of the monster.
Very cool.
Up your street actually for a Monster Monday.
I'll have a little look. Let's have a look. So is it Snally or Snalla?
Snally. S-N-A-L-L-Y.
Oh, it's already filled. It's automatically filled. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I like the sound of that. Good call. Also, there's some horrific drawings here with it like having tentacles instead of ribs and stuff. That's horrible. In a brilliant way. I love it.
Reed says maybe some balloon beast hiding transparent in the cloud, reaching down with long limbs like a fisherman to grab victims and drag them.
Definitely love the idea of long limbs. That's 1,000% happening. That's really cool.
Garrett says the tentacle beak reminds me of a group of birds from the speculative zoology project Serena, who had evolved with similar adaptation. However, it was more hand beak. Really
that sounds really awful. Yeah.
Oh, like when people were doing like a puppet.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I can get behind that. Well, I don't want to, obviously, but like, yeah. That sounds cool.
Anne Denberg puts into words what all the women in your life are wondering, which is just riddle me this: why is it every lipstick you wear looks so good on you, and what are you wearing?
Thank you very much. So this is actually just the same one that I wore like last time, I think it is. It's called Transylvania by NYX, and I think I know it's a different one to usual because it's a different one to like how I normally expect a lipstick would work, because it's just like one of those, it goes on like a gloss, but it is very, very good, and they're it's vegan as well, which is always a plus. But thank you very much, that's a very wonderful compliment. It's they advertise it as almost like a kind of purple black, and I don't think it's quite as dark as they advertise it, but I really like it.
It looks pretty red on the screen. It's nice.
Yeah. I'm picturing it kind of like. No, I don't think I want the arms like that. Actually, I want longer arms. I want longer arms than that. So someone was saying that it reaches down from trees. Was that right?
Reed says a balloon beast hiding transparent in the clouds, reaching down with long limbs like a fisherman to grab victims and drag them.
I'm not sure about balloon beast. Balloon sounds too pleasant. But I do like the idea of the whole reaching down thing. I think having it like, maybe it hangs from like.
Tail?
Oh, a tail is a good call. I like the sound of that.
Quite a muscular tail with like long. Oh, it says accordion arms.
Accordion arm. I do like that. I do like that. Does it work with?
With the glass.
Yeah, with glass. That's the only thing. I'll see if I can fit it in. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, you know. But we can give this kind of thing a go. It's got to have eagle talons. I know that much. Eagle talons. Very, very colourful eagle talons as well.
York says perhaps the entirety of its back half is a long prehensile tail.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Dr. Bukowski says bladder rather than balloon.
Bladder rather than balloon, yeah.
Bloated.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's a good call. So, hang on, let me look up eagle talons so I can kind of put these things on this. Eagle talons. Why does it think that I want to look at a car?
Oh, what?
There's a car, like when you Google eagle talon, the first thing that comes up is some sort of car rather than the bird. What?
Alright, just get eagles. That's your search.
Yeah.
It's true.
I've never expressed an interest in vehicles.
Oh, singular talon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars, okay.
Okay. Then it's got another like grippy bit here.
Nancy says he could hang by his tail from a tree and satch with long arms and talons.
I do like the sound of that.
Oh, Kit says I kind of wanted to have a big snail conch shell, which could be the glass part.
Oh, right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that would save me from drawing an entirely glass creature.
Yeah, I wonder, like, if it's only partly glass, like, what part of it is glass and, like, what is the advantage of it?
So, someone was saying that it has a mage in it, so maybe it, like, imprisons people within it and saps their magic, and you can, like, still see them in it or something.
Yeah. Is there any kind of reason why a creature would, like, kidnap someone in order to get, you know what I mean? Like, if you could see the person
Yeah, why would it want that visible?
Like,
yeah.
What,
What advantage would that give it?
Yeah.
Not much, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But maybe someone in the comments can think of something. By the way, this was this was supposed to be like gripping up to hang from a tree rather than just going like rawr.
So we've just started our first in-person campaign since when?
Yeah.
Before the pandemic?
Yeah, for like
kind of. We did one in-person session last flat.
Yeah.
That was during the pandemic, like in between lockdowns. So yeah, how's everyone's campaigns going? Because we've got our actual player heads back on. Well,
yeah.
We've got your DM heads back on. But
yeah, but it is very peculiar to think about. I'm liking it. I've missed having in-person groups.
And also, does anyone ever get everything done in session 0 that they meant to get done in session 0? Because
yeah, we were supposed to play like a whole game of the Quiet Year to kind of advance my world on by about 10 years or something. We didn't even start that. Like, alright, hang on here. Right, I'm going to get rid of the suggestions for a second.
oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Right. Reed says, well, 2 things. One, transparent camouflage.
Okay.
Maybe the internal mage can be used as bait.
Okay.
You know, like some plants have like little stain or something that look like flies, so where other flies are.
Yeah,
So
okay.
capture one.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, Leo's been sent to bed.
Oh,
Been a bit unruly tonight.
dear. Have a good sleep, Leo. Okay. I'm thinking we will make this bigger and bring it on down here. Okay. Maybe it has a neck that does a bit of that kind of thing.
Obviously, it's looking fantastic already.
Thank you. It's very peculiar. And we're saying snailish on a conch shell, wasn't it? Conch shell.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at.
I mean, do you have a mental image of where this is going?
Not a clue.
So
Not.
random to me right now.
Not a single clue. Let's have a look. Okay. Conch shell. So, like, aggressive hyper slug is kind of where I'm at. So.
With the tail that hangs from trees.
With the tail that hangs from trees, yes.
Painted toenails, a glass element.
Yeah, hang on here. I might have this, but let's see. So maybe it keeps things on its back. I won't do exactly a conch shell, but what we could do is okay, right. So, do you remember in Van Helsing, the film, right?
I remember everything about that film.
It's a good place to start. It's a good place to start, right? So there's like the cure for werewolfness, like for lycanthropy or whatever it is kept in this what looks like glass orb, but as soon as you touch it, it's just made of like really cold acid. So I'm thinking, right, that it has this kind of structure on its back that looks like, you know, a shell or some crystals or something, right? But in reality, it's like this. It's like an ooze or something. Like it's it's some sort of horrible, oozy, slimy stuff which fits in with the Lovecraft a bit, right? And that's what it stores people in its back on, right? And it doesn't care that that's like invisible or whatever. but that is the substance that allows it to drain magic from someone. So it doesn't care how many people are in there. They get dissolved and their magic gets eaten, and then it can do something with the magic. You know?
Oh my god, I'm amazed that you managed to combine all these bits. Yeah, that does.
You know?
Yeah.
So right, okay, that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, let me catch you up on some comments.
Yeah.
Reed says, did you ever see a gulper eel? Which I've just googled.
Mm.
And if not for this image, you do need to bear that in mind for future things.
Okay.
Terrifying looking.
Right.
E.S. Laval says, I love the funky pose. He's doing a terrifying predatory dance.
Yes, he is. He was supposed to be hanging from a tree, but then it kind of changed. So it got away from me. So now he's not in a tree anymore, and he's just kind of doing Thriller, I guess. Like.
It looks a bit like one of the Goblin Monster rubber finger puppets from years ago.
It totally does. Well, now I know what I'm using as a miniature for sure.
Until the tail, yeah.
Well, yeah, still close enough. I'll take it.
Okay, I don't know. I read this. It's you've kind of lost me. I've forgotten part of the conversation. I think it's white sheep if blending and white clouds, green and brown if in trees. Shall not sheep.
No, I'm gone. I've not.
Steve says it is again.
Yes.
Gelatinous shell is gelatinous.
Gelatinous. I like it.
It's always the slimies. I remember a movie, not sure what it was called, but there was a stained glass night. So maybe the creature was encased in stained glass window, which could be the pride of the academy.
Interesting.
A birthing chamber. Oh no.
Someone was saying, because they said like eggs on its back or something like that.
Yes,
so
of course. I forgot that part.
yeah. And you mean blocked out?
I blocked it out.
Okay.
Yeah, the eggs on the back hatching videos are terrifying.
Well,
it's like when you go down that rabbit hole of watching human botflies, and then it's like moving onto that, you know you're in a bad place.
I just want to let you know how few people are on that train. Like that. It's just that's just for you.
Everyone here has been on that train.
I hope not.
Reed says autocorrect is determined to make me sound drunk, so maybe that was what the sheep.
Oh, okay.
Was.
I thought you were just going for like sheep are fluffy, like a cloud. Therefore.
I'm not sure. I'm probably missing something in the conversation here. What if the shell is a lure? It looks like a boulder or precious stone or something, says Nancy.
That's a really good idea.
Eggback makes me think of the Suriname toad. Is this right?
The what? Sorry. Oh, let me. I'll look it up. Hang on.
Suriname toad.
Oh, I bet that's the horrible frog with the little yeah, that, you know what I'm talking about. The what's that phobia? Tryptophobia? Tryptophobia toad?
Yeah, I'm not googling that one.
Yeah, I'm good for that not being in my search history ever. Because like the algorithm's being really weird in terms of like predicting stuff that I want now. Like in terms of the recommendations that I get on Instagram, it has no clue, because it's like you've swapped from male to female on this list of things that I thought you were on. So now do you want, I don't know, cats? Like, you know, kind of, it's just trying something new every day. But in terms of what YouTube recommends me, I'm getting quite accurate, like, things that I didn't realise I wanted. I don't know where was I going with this? Where was the start of this sentence? Where did we start talking about it?
Not ruining your algorithm, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so it's very, very specific. Either way, I feel like I would get recommended lots of horrific toads, if that's where we were at.
Yeah, I'm with you. Instagram doesn't know who I am or what I want.
Yeah.
But YouTube sees me. YouTube's like, hey, do you want to see this really gross video?
Answer's always yes.
I bet you do. Don't fight it. Well done.
I've never heard of it, but bravo.
Right, this is totally not my platform, but while you're drawing, since nobody in my life remembers watching this, but I clearly do, and we only had 4 channels at the time. Does anyone else remember watching The Girl from Tomorrow? It's like a girl with like basically a necklace around her forehead.
Oh yeah, you sent me an image of this, didn't you? A video, yeah.
Nobody, I know, remembers this.
We used to get like, I don't know what it was, but I think the TV that we got coming home after school was like 98% Australian TV.
Yes, so that was Australian. So was like Ocean Girl as well, which nobody else remembers either. But I also like faked ill to get Aussie a lot, so I could have been watching daytime TV things.
No, for sure, because like we got what was that horrible lighthouse TV program? Round the Twist.
Yeah.
That screwed me right up. There were so many things in Round the Twist that were just like. I'm 100% sure that Round the Twist is why I'm now afraid of eyes. Like, I have a full-on phobia of anything going near eyes, and there was this one episode of Round the Twist where someone like stole a fox's eyes because the fox had like really bright blue eyes, and then the fox like haunted them and kept taking people's eyes. And yeah, all I know is eyes. From there on in, terrified. Can't see anyone going like. Anyone who wears contacts, if they take their contacts out around me, like, we're just never speaking again. I'm sorry. That's just dead to me. Can't take it. Curled up in the fetal position. No.
No one's taken me up with the girl from tomorrow.
No.
Reed says this looks like a mind flayer's pet. Maybe
It does look like
it
a mind
dissolves
flayer's.
everything but the brain and saves that for its
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Steve said, is this some sort of weird feral illithid cast-off, like an illithid that didn't work out and was abandoned? That's pretty good.
That's an interesting idea, yeah, for sure.
Says feralithid.
Feralithid, yeah, I quite like that, yeah.
Steve says Round the Twist is an absolute banger for a theme tune though, yeah.
Did it? I can't remember the theme tune. I just remember like that and the episode where there's the like.
Ever felt like this? Strange things happen while going round the twist.
Okay, I do remember that. That is good. Yeah, everyone remembers that.
Yes, Luke Barrel is with you and can't handle the eye thing.
There's another one where like someone was turning into a mermaid slowly, and the way they chose to represent this is in the most haunting way possible, which was like rather than going down the whole H.P. Lovecraft like like fish person route. They just grew fingernails on top of fingernails on top of fingernails on top of fingernails on top of fingernails, and that's what their scales were. And that was such a tactile, like, visceral image in my head. Like, I could feel what that would feel like.
Yeah, because there's a scene where he's sitting in a wheelchair with a cover over his legs.
Yeah.
And then that gets moved and it's like all fingernail-y.
Yeah. I think, yeah, because there's like, they put like some woolen gloves or something like that over him at one point, and they reveal it, and it's like, you can definitely see the wool stuff getting caught in the fingernails and stuff. Whether or not they intended that to be the case is just like,
Next time we go to a Halloween party, I'm just going to glue a bunch of fake nails onto my hand and just watch everyone have flashbacks.
Yeah, definitely.
York saying it reminds of the overall look reminds him of something from the Godzilla animated series.
Ooh, very cool. Let me know what monster.
Yeah, Steve says, I feel like I've utterly blanked the mermaid episode from my memory.
Yeah, good for you.
That's how I cope with that. Yeah.
Good for you. That is what you should do with that episode.
I'm gonna go get that. Where do you want it?
I would love a fizzy drink of some kind. That would be wonderful. I would, yeah, I'd love a fizzy drink. Thank you. I'm gonna go for some weird little organs.
love
Thank
for you.
you. That's like your last Rolo, but personified even more. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. We're just filling these little orange doodads.
Reed's asking if it was a European show. It was an Australian one, but I think all of the UK got it probably a good few years after it was aired in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a lot of weird
We definitely
Australian and
did.
New Zealand TV.
Was it New Zealand TV as well?
Yeah, do you remember The Tribe?
No, I do not
A
actually.
world where all the adults have died and like teenagers and little kids get weird haircuts and go feral.
Oh, what?
I think that was from New Zealand.
I don't remember that at all. Doing these weird kind of like little lava lampy organ things that are going to be encased in the glass.
Oh.
That'd be kind of cool. Not quite sure what they are, but like organs or something. Maybe like dissolved bits of person and magic. Come to the Arcane Forge, it's a family show.
Yeah, good morning, Leo. Hope Leo doesn't have nightmares watching this before he goes to bed.
Definitely. It's just going to feed back into Ollie's group. Is this orange? Yeah. So I'll roughly make a...
Cameron says, I'm a totally normal, real living creature. See, I got all the organs right here.
This is where I keep them all. They're all on the inside, like they're supposed to be. Myrtle agrees. A little harumph there.
Grizzly Tales from Gruesome Kids.
I
Do
don't...
you remember that?
No.
Okay, we're getting... Reese. Yeah, Reese, I remember that one. It was pretty grim. Reed says, seems like a living prism for magic that turns spells into liquid light.
Ooh. See, I feel like I've missed out on so much by not playing Magic the Gathering. Like, I also don't want to start a collection of Magic the Gathering now because I only have so much money and I've taken up the hobby of makeup now, so I can only afford miniatures and that basically. But I do want a lot of the art and I want to learn some of the interesting cards for sure. There's bound to be a YouTube channel for like the lore of Magic, right?
Are you okay, Marco? Hey!
It's having a hard old time.
What's going on?
She's embarrassed now that you pointed it out.
York said it reminds them specifically of Manda the Worm.
Manda the Worm. Right, I'll look that up after this.
So, Mara's joined us.
Hi Mara, how you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. We're drawing a terrifying worm monster that has a glass back where it dissolves wizards.
It also has eagle talons,
Nail varnish.
what else?
Oh, it was Lovecraftian. Eagle talons. Myrtle, are you okay?
Hello. She's destroyed her, I don't know what number of dog beds on now. I feel like we need to get her a GoFundMe to just keep up
Keep up the myrtle bed.
buying dog bricks for her to just eat. Despite all the toys that we've got for her.
They're not good enough. They're not destroyable dog beds. We don't care if those get destroyed.
What's MTG?
Magic the Gathering.
Okay, right, yeah. Steve says I played MTG for a while. It's a good game. You can get massive bulk packs for a few quid on Amazon.
Mm.
They're probably the stuff nobody wanted, true, but it's a very good game.
That is.
You can recommend the Lord Bradian YouTube channel for MTG lores is Styrax.
Thank you, Styrax. I will definitely look them up later. Give me a new rabbit hole to explore.
Myra says, yeah, it's just stressful because we're moving on Thursday and I haven't packed much yet.
Oh no.
Is everyone doing alright? Oh, yeah, you have our sympathy for that. Moving is...
Yeah, very stressful.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't... are you moving to the same sort of town? Are you moving far away? How far are you travelling? There you go. That looks vaguely like a person being dissolved, right?
Yeah, definitely. It looks really cool.
Thank you. Right. So.
Myra's asking if you could zoom out for a moment so you can see the whole thing.
Definitely. No worries. So, this is the kind of blocking out. I don't know if you can see it. I'll make the sketch a bit more visible so you can see kind of roughly where we're going with it. So, kind of eagly, long limbs. He was going to be hanging from a tree, which is why he's doing the kind of thriller like bit. Very long limbs, snake-like body, tentacly face instead of a beak, and then he's got this big kind of like glassy, dissolving, crystally shell thing of nondescript ooze on its back. Yeah, and that's our boy. Oh, that is so sweet. Right, okay, let's do shell ?
We should probably do another GMT time.
Yes,
So if anybody's got questions they want us or Jess to answer in a video at some point.
Yeah, that would be great actually.
Really let us know.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to write them in the, like, not in the chat, but in the comment section of this video, or in any of my videos, or even on Discord, and just use the tagline, like DMT time, or GMT time, or whatever it is. Just use, like, hashtag GMT time. Then, hopefully, I can like signify that out. Like, what do you call it? Like,
What?
I can find it separately and know that you want me to talk about it in a very specific way.
Single it out?
Single it out. My brain's not working.
Mara says I'm moving into a new place in the same city, but with my boyfriend of almost 3 years.
Oh, very cute.
It's 3 rooms and I'm super excited.
Very nice.
Cav says maybe some hanging skin folds under the neck to make it look like it can distend. Oh, gross.
Oh, yes, I like the sound of that.
Which Steve agrees with.
Yes.
Reed says, what kind of magic turns into orange and beige varnish?
Orange and beige, yeah.
Anna says, she was doing amazing, and then my cat wanted to jump on the bathroom counter, which is not a problem at all, and knocked over one of the eyeshadow palette, proceeding to get eyeshadow everywhere.
Oh.
He then said it looks like a good snack, otherwise I'm like a day first. Oh, really?
That's such a shame, I'm so sorry. for you.
I hope that doesn't have any adverse effects on your cat.
Yes. Oh dear.
Gareth says the movie Deep Rising from '98 had a pretty good dissolving, digesting scene in it. If you want some inspiration.
Oh god. This
Search
community.
YouTube now, like any movie name with like whatever random scene, and someone somewhere has like felt the need to separate that out and put it up.
Yeah. Oh my god. This community is so weird. I love it.
So specific.
It is so specific. Right, what was I doing? Yeah, this guy. So I wanted to have. Have some of these going down like here.
There was a weird mech show called The Troop where a gelatinous cube dissolved a security guard.
What?
Let's start sharing all the dissolving scenes.
We can make a top 10. YouTube loves a top 10. We can make like a top 10 dissolving scenes that ruined our childhood.
Oh. We were talking about video ideas the other day.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about things that you used to hate about being when you
Oh,
started,
yeah.
that you're now super passionate about, or
Yeah.
you now like think's a great part of it.
Absolutely.
If anyone's got any suggestions?
Yes, I definitely want to hear.
Or anything that you thought as a player that you really hated, and then you became a DM and you were like, oh no,
This is essential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should get a list of films to watch.
Are
Just to keep next to the computer when we do live streams.
they just like, yeah, are they, is this a pure dissolving list?
Cal says there's a number of poorly received but good enough digesting horror movies from that era, the late 90s to early 2000s. One of my absolute faves is Virus, chock full of zombie cyborgs.
Oh my god, what?
Yvonne, yep, that's how you spell my name, thank you. I know what you mean by the show with the disappearing adults and children left defenseless. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's such a trope as well. Like, I feel like, is Stephen King responsible for that out of interest? The whole like, yeah, adults just don't get involved, I guess. Like,
You better the adults for the kids to go.
yeah.
Reed says the same show, The Troop, had hamster-themed vampires with big buck teeth that tore a man to shreds and ate him.
No.
After running around in a field and drinking from a hamster's water bottle.
What the hell? I like this universe.
So the conch shell is gelatinous.
Yes.
And also the sort of ridges on the...
Yeah, so I think they've got to be like the same stuff that's kind of like building up into this large conchy thing on its back. Maybe it like feeds down to the tail, and maybe like the tail has like a magical kind of like whip attack or something that can use some of that magic to like, I don't know. This is why we need help. I'm just, it's a tube right now. It's a very angry tube. Help.
This is the vitreous devourer.
Ooh, yes. Very cool. I like that a lot. Very, very cool indeed. Illustrious Devourer. I like it. Why do you keep doing this to me? There we go. Let's see here what we can get a hold of. Start doing some line work on its very horrible little eyes. This is where excessively large amounts of line work start turning up, because every time I want to make something look grotesque, I just do too many lines.
Yeah, I don't really know how you simplify that though. You kind of gotta go with it.
I don't intend to simplify it. I like the weirdness of it.
Steve says, I do feel like this is of Mind Flayer heritage. Perhaps that's why it has some sort of relationship with magic. That's why your new players are the only ones that can face it and survive. That's cool.
That is very cool. I do like that idea. Because they're not the most magically inclined yet.
Cool. Anna's got to get going, so thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for being here.
Any backstory to make us feel bad for the unfortunate mage in its shell? Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yes, please.
Oh. George wants to watch the Clangers. Are the Clangers back? I love
my
the
God.
Clangers.
Have they reinvented the clangers, or are they just the same clangers?
I hope it's the original.
Yeah. Not everything needs a gritty reboot.
I actually really do want to meet this in their game now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Since it looks like it's set in stone that it can't, it's not as interested in the sort of non-magical ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely wants a lot more magic. It's like a...
Maybe that's the character's favourite professor in the
Oh,
got to rescue them.
That's a good call. I like that. That implies I'm going to make a likeable character though, so...
Oh, I didn't realise it was Michael Palin that read the Clangers.
Is it?
What? Oh.
Surely not.
They're just so sweet.
How very sweet. I spent so long as a kid whistling in clanger as soon as I learned how to whistle, and thereafter.
Can you do a good clanger impression?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can actually. But they were very cute.
The Swanee whistle to do it properly.
Yeah, you do. It was very sweet though. I remember watching that all the time. That and oh God, was it what was that one that was like a dog named Dill and
Oh, Lion Needs Sage.
Yeah. I used to love them.
I can't think what that's actually called. Sage and Parsley or something?
Yeah. Either way, it was good. I miss it.
Steve says DMs do that as a reflex, I think. Oh, you love this guy? Yeah? Yeah? Well, he's dead now. Or that might just be me.
Yeah, I do that too. It's like instant sympathy. Oh, do you like this guy? Oh, well, it's a shame he's so vulnerable to being punched. Dear. I'm excited to see who they actually end up liking. I feel like I've made a cast of particularly peculiar people because it's a wizard school, you know, you kind of have to. But I'm intrigued to see if any of them are like even remotely as likable as I think they are. Because Often the ones that I intend to be likable are hugely annoying, and then the ones that I intend to just be like bit part characters.
Oh, I'll go get the door.
Thank you. Oh dear, Myrtle. Who is it? Oh God. As if it's not always the Amazon man. I know. You want to go and greet the Amazon man. I know. But guess what? I bet they don't want to greet you because you're always so aggro whenever they arrive. She's chased the Amazon man up the street before. Well, that was when someone took. We have like a little sign on the front gate that says, we've got a dog. Don't leave the gate open. But obviously, when we first moved here, someone took it off. So then she ended up chasing the Amazon man down the street. It's like, had to be like, no, she really cannot bite you, I promise. Don't worry, I understand your concerns. We will get a new sign. But she's just very enthusiastic, and she also thinks she's a massive dog. She thinks she's so big. She could not back up any of that bark. You've got hamster strength at best, Myrtle. That'll be for Goblin. It's very cute. Right, now come the eagle talons, that I need to remember that I need to put a very interesting flavour on, because they're supposed to have nail varnish. Oh god. It's alright, we can make interesting colour on this thing for sure. Let's see what we end up with. I'm just doing the line work for now, I'm not even doing the shading or anything yet. It's bound to be something good though, some good high contrast colour, like a bright orange or something. Will work very nicely. I tell you what, this might actually be a birthday gift for me, because we ordered something from America. Well, we didn't order it, my mum did. Some very, very cool makeup. It's from the States, but it's taken like months. Well, not months, a month to arrive potentially. What was it in the end?
Something still in the Marches magazine, so I got one from my grandpa.
Goodness me.
And then he started asking about the history of the house, and I was like, wow, you've unleashed my specialist subject. Tell you everything.
Yeah, oh dear. Cute.
Murphy, it's fine.
It's fine. It's not even the Amazon man. Your mortal enemy. I just looked over and saw that Ollie had written the phrase stop motion knitted moon mice. Obviously talking about the clangers, and
that's the best description of it. They're kind of like little pink mice with very long noses, and there's a soup dragon that lives in the
soup dragon! Bloody soup dragon. I love soup dragon.
They use like a swanny whistle as like, that's the noise that they make. Yeah. They whistle at each other, and they always have problems like just like tipping over and getting back up.
Yeah.
That's about it, I think.
Soup dragon was pretty terrifying actually. know what I'm doing for Dragon December.
Oh.
Super Dragon. Yeah.
How many more dragons are there for you to do?
There's so many.
Oh.
There's so many different. Like we can keep doing Dragon December for years. Like this. Even now that I've covered like the main dragons in like single videos, like we can still do like dragon golems and like all these different like flavors of creature.
Okay, so you're not going to be stuck for ideas.
Oh no, goodness. There's never gonna run out. There's also like dragon deities and all this kind of stuff. And if we do end up sort of like doing it to death, then we can always change it to like Demon December or something, you know, like swap it out.
It's saying, well, it's such a normie party. Do you think it's a normie party?
Our party?
Yeah.
I don't think it's normies. You've gone very peculiar.
It's all quite weird.
Or maybe he was being ironic.
There's not a human in there, is there?
Yeah. No, you're the closest thing to a human we got.
What, me or Kit?
No, your character is the closest thing to a human.
Kit, yes.
In that you're vaguely human shaped. Your character. I mean, you are personally very human shaped.
All this is the devil, and I'm confused.
Oh, sorry?
All it just is the devil.
Okay. So who has the keyboard? Yeah, I really want to do another GM's Tea Time because when we do that, I get to talk about new releases, and there has been the whole Spelljammer thing. And if we do that, that means I might be able to buy Spelljammer so that we can talk about it for a video, which is, I mean, I'm obviously definitely not angling for that, of course. But, you know, it certainly wouldn't hurt. You know, I wouldn't feel bad about it.
No part in LMNC. You can probably buy it regardless of whether you do a video for it.
Yeah, but I have enough books, you know, so like I do need a reason.
Is the varnish the same colour as the mage goo? No, we're gonna the varnish is.
Oh yeah, yeah,
polish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't you worry. That's gonna be its own flavour.
You could replicate your own nice nail polish.
Oh yeah.
Put on at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm going to do some filming for my kind of, there's going to be a whole month of like Pride themed content next month, which I'm very excited about. But obviously, like, I have to film in advance of things happening. Dun dun dun, shock horror. So I'm planning to do my batch filming on Wednesday. So I thought I would go like appropriate, and I've gone for like, hang on, I'll see if I can show you. So it looks so bad. But yeah, so I have gone for like the closest out of the nail varnishes we've got at home, the closest I could do. So I've gone like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple to do as best as I can of a pride flag. But they look so like the blue in particular was so old, so I've had to put like a load of varnish over the top of it, like glittery stuff that it wasn't like porridge on my nails. So all I can say is I hope you'll appreciate this. Yeah.
Spelljammer is released in August.
Alright, okay. I thought it was already released, just not in just only in digital form or something. That's just the pre-orders.
Maybe the look from this monster could be some fun magic weaponizable nail polish. Oh, like maybe each colour of the talons.
Oh,
They
I
do like a
see.
different kind of poison or something. If you get slashed by,
That's
you can roll a
interesting.
d10 to see which one you get slashed by.
That's pretty cool. I do like the sound of that.
Or does this creature need to be anywhere
Weird.
complicated?
Of course.
A lot of exposition here.
Definitely needs to be complicated. Let's get some shading on the go. Make some bits stand out a bit. Makes that very better colour.
Most of the monsters from Spelljar are released on D&D Beyond for free, but the source book is available for pre-order.
I see. Right, okay. Fair dues. So I guess I don't need to do a GM's tea time then. But still want to.
I mean, you can review the stuff that's up there already.
Yeah.
Have you been using some of it for the new campaign?
I've not at all, actually. I haven't, well, at least not yet. Because there's bits that I want to use it for. But that's a little bit further down the line for you guys. At some point, though, for sure. Let's get some. Because there's some definitely good stuff in there. I think there's subclasses and things of that nature as well. They're a bit more kind of sci-fi.
I don't really know anything about Spelljammer. Is that it's a whole sci-fi thing?
Yeah, so it's kind of like D&D in space, but it's not exactly like sci-fi. It's like if you enchanted a normal boat so that you could fly straight up into space, and then it's just full of mind flares everywhere. So it's very cool. If you've ever watched Treasure Planet, which I don't believe you will have, but if you had, that's the kind of thing that would be in there.
You're asking for this Dragon December, will you cover the missing metallic dragons?
I'd like to. It's the kind of thing that I would like to cover. It's whether or not it gets voted on, basically. So there's a few chromatic ones that are missing, and a few metallic ones. So we'll see what people vote for. I hope so. What would be, if you had to pick one missing metallic dragon, what would be your favourite one to see me cover? I think aluminium might be one that I'd quite like to cover, because I think I've been fascinated with aluminium since I learned it was one of the most abundant metals on Earth, I think it is. I just found that really, I don't know, it made me feel slightly less bad about using it, but then I don't actually know if that's true.
says plutonium dragon.
Plutonium dragons, my goodness. Oh, you'd definitely get some use out of that, wouldn't you? I like the sound of a plutonium dragon. I feel like, would it just be completely radioactive? Or do you have to do some stuff? Because you have to like enrich... Oh no, it's uranium I'm thinking of. You have to enrich uranium before you can use it in nuclear reactions and stuff. I don't know much about plutonium, other than it just makes me think of danger. But always up for radioactive dragons, you know. Who doesn't need more of that?
Your art says it'd probably be the Mercury dragons.
Mercury dragons, that sounds cool. Like kind of liquid at room temperature kind of thing. That'd be cool. I'd be excited about that. This guy's coming on quite nicely. Little noodly boy. Definitely very illithidy. I don't know if that's just because I chose pink as a colour or not, but there's, I mean, certainly with the tentacles on the face, actually, you know what? That does definitely help the illithid vibe. Also, I feel like illithids are prone to, you know, I feel like that's a good, like, vampire and illithid crossover has got to be a so, which is definitely what this thing looks like it's doing.
What about taking a page from YouTuber Caitlin McCaig's book and doing Zodiac Dragons? Which sounds really cool.
That sounds really fun. Would you save that person's name so I can look them up?
Yeah.
Thank you. Caitlin McCaig. Like cake but A-I-G.
C-A-I-G-U-E.
Oh.
Cake or...
I would assume that's probably cake, yeah.
Yeah. I guess as long as it's not like her, like,
yeah, intellectual property or something.
Yeah, then
I think most artists live by like, as long as you say that this is where you got the idea from, you can have your own stab at it, kind of thing, you know? Your own stamp.
It's like your kind of channel. Illustrator, monster and character artist, graphic designer, crazy about monsters and mythology, creating characters and making stories through art. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hit subscribe on that.
Yeah, welcome to my nightly watch list. Yeah, goodness me.
Oh, and she's got an undercut.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm down. I'm in. Undercuts look good on everyone.
On the other hand, you're almost finished with all the missing chromatic dragons. I believe the only one you're really missing are the brown and grey dragons.
Yeah, I've got brown and grey.
They've been left just because they're not the most exciting colour names.
They've been in D&D, but I think.
I know. I just mean.
Oh, like for me personally, yeah, maybe, yeah. It's because I know. I think I don't know, but then we get a lot of people really want to use quite boring colours in a lot of different stuff.
No, I just mean I think like reds and orange and
yeah.
sound works like it, don't they?
Definitely do. I know brown dragons are like semi-interesting because they don't have wings. Like, I mean, I'm enthused about any dragon that means I don't have to draw wings. But I don't know about grey ones. Oh yeah, I think Yorick and Aldrin actually homebrewed some stats for grey dragons and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they'll both go up on the voting list whether people want me to do like more of the missing chromatics or more of the missing metallics in game. There's as long as people don't want to do like the missing gemstone dragons, because there's so many things. There's like thousands upon thousands of gemstones. They're all so far fairly similar to me, but very pretty to look at. You know, very happy to cover them to some extent. Where is the head area here? I'm going to do a little gradient on the front noodles. I'll put it underneath that, I think. New layer. Noodles. There we go. I feel like a noodle attack is somewhat essential for all illithids, especially ones that, I mean, he looks like he's been in the Doritos right now.
Reed says Pluto plus radiation makes me think of some death aura.
Ooh.
Yes, Laval says this is horrible. I love it. I've got to head off now.
Oh. Well, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I think I'm nearly done, actually. I'm going to do some like definition stuff on this giant crystal on the back, just with some line work, and then I think I'm pretty much there.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I feel like you managed to pull some very disparate elements together pretty well here.
That's one of my very favourite things to do.
That terrifies me. When you're like, I'll just let people choose something on the show. I'm like, oh my god, no. Improvise, but it works for you, man.
Yeah, it comes out okay. But yeah, I get you. If it was totally like, I can foresee suggestions that just would not work together, and I think largely we managed to skirt around them with great luck so far.
Like I'd hate to open like in Designer or Illustrator and be like, right, just throw some words at me for this like brochure.
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah. No, I get you. It's an interesting challenge though. I think like if it was like, cool, I want you to do this for the next like 4 hours or longer, like maybe not. But seeing as it's like we get an hour or two to make something. Don't take it too seriously, you know? It's always a bit of fun. And I also want to do that on, I don't know, it's easy. I'll tell you what might look good actually, if I were to blur this guy a tiny bit so it looks like he's getting dissolved. Yes.
Reese says, if you want to know more dragons and information on dragons, I'd like to recommend AJ Peckett on YouTube.
AJ and I speak, and he's actually one of my backers on Patreon. He's a very, very nice guy. But thank you very much for the suggestion. He is a truly lovely person.
I don't know if you found him or if he found you, but early days you were talking to AJ. He was a good...
Yeah, he started recommending me to people and stuff like that, which is really nice. Like, I don't think the channel would have like the number of viewers that it does if it wasn't for AJ.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A very, very cool guy. But thank you very much. He's a good boy. We were actually going to send each other like stuff for Christmas one year, but he's in New Zealand, so us sending anything to it was just too expensive. That was early days as well. Actually, you know what? AJ's logo. I designed AJ's logo, now that I think about it. Or at least the previous version of it. He's had a designer since kind of sharpen it up. Because I'm not actually like a logo designer. It's really not my skill set. But he was like, yeah, I'll do a commission. Could you do me a logo with like whatever you want on it? And I was like, yeah, cool. I'll do some swords and stuff, and like the color palette's the same at least, and the general vibe is the same, but he's had it thankfully professionally done now by someone who knows their way around Adobe Illustrator, so it's all vector based rather than being my low resolution JPEGs. Yeah, that was always the thing, like, as an artist, everyone always used to ask me to do their logos, and the number of times you just say, like, I can draw people, but really not logos, like, that's not my area of expertise at all, and everyone always goes like, go for it, you know, how different could it be? It's like, I will take the money, but I will...
Yeah, I thought you did a really good job of that.
I was
nice.
pleased enough. But I'm talking about more like when you're in school and stuff.
In general, yeah. I get asked to do tattoos for people.
Tattoos are another one, aren't they?
Tattoos definitely a tattoo art.
Yes, definitely.
It's so different.
I also don't know.
Body,
yeah.
know?
I don't know how well they're also going to take, like, hey, this is this random guy's art. Can you, another artist, just put that on me, please? Yeah. You know, I always feel a bit self-conscious about that kind of stuff.
Myra says, got to go. Your monster looked very classy.
Thank you very much.
So much. Have a nice evening, and then you can a week.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely time as well. Good luck moving. I think that's actually me there, done.
Yeah.
That is our little dissolving guy in a crystalline, slimy thing. I will rewatch this video and make some stats for it in the next couple of weeks when I get time. And yeah. Thank you all so much for your very troublesome ideas and suggestions for this strange magical slime beast. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next couple of days. I think I'm streaming again on Friday is the next day that I'm streaming. I'll be streaming over on Twitch, where I'll be doing people's commissions for Patreon. I'll be drawing people's characters. I'll be trying to do that for most of the day. So, yeah, please come and join me. And until next time, happy monster hunting and have a good week.